Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is class 10th, subject general science. Our today's topic is nuclear energy. A physical reaction which involves changes in the nucleus of an atom. That reaction is called a nuclear reaction. This reaction is change in the nucleus of an atom. In the nucleus of an atom, such a reaction or physical reaction is called. This is called nuclear reaction. Energy released during a nuclear reaction is called a nuclear. That means during a nuclear reaction, what happens? A tremendous amount of energy is released. That energy which is released during a nuclear reaction, that is called a nuclear energy. That is nuclear energy. This nuclear energy, it can be obtained by two types of reactions. Release obtained by two types of nuclear reactions. One is nuclear fission and another is fusion. Wusho is energy is tremendous of nuclear energy is released. Is a source of nuclear energy. It is the mass of nucleus. That means it comes from the mass of nucleus. A small amount of mass of nucleus is destroyed during a nuclear reaction. Nuclear reaction doran kya gasa small mass of nucleus is destroyed. It is converted into a tremendous amount of energy. It is tremendous amount of energy. This nuclear energy, it is mainly released in the form of heat. In the form of heat. Nuclear energy is also known as atomic energy because it can be considered to be coming from the atoms. Consider from the atoms. Now we will describe the nuclear reactions of fusion and fission in detail one by one. Let us start with the fission. Fission, the word fission means to split up into two or more parts. So nuclear fission is the process in which the heavy nucleus of a radioactive atom such as uranium, plutonium or thorium splits up into smaller nuclei when bombarded with low energy neutrons. Nuclear fission reaction is a reaction heavy nucleus in which the heavy nucleus of a radioactive atom such as uranium, plutonium or thorium split gas into two or more lighter nuclei, smaller nuclei. Such bombardment heavy nucleus comes with low energy neutrons. That process nuclear fission reaction. That means when a heavy nucleus of a radioactive atom, it is bombarded with low energy neutrons. What happens? This heavy nucleus, it split into two or more lighter nuclei with the release of a tremendous amount of energy. That means a tremendous amount of energy has released in the nuclear fission process. The sum of masses of the smaller nuclei formed in a fission, it is little less than that of the mass of the original heavy nucleus. Nucleus fission lighter nuclei smaller nuclei sum of masses of the smaller nuclei fission then the mass of the original mass then the mass of the original heavy nucleus so there is a small loss of mass in the nuclear fission. Mass loss. Mass destroys. Convert into energy which appears as a lot of energy. For example, when uranium atoms, when uranium 235, when they are bombarded with slow moving neutrons, what happens? The heavy nucleus uranium, it breaks to produce two medium weight atoms, barium 139 and krypton 94, with the emission of 3 neutrons. And also a tremendous amount of energy is released. During the fission of uranium. This reaction can be represented as uranium 235, when it is bombarded with neutron, it gets split into barium 139 and krypton 94 with 3 neutrons. This is nuclear fission reaction. That means energy produced. Use energy produced during nuclear fission reaction. It can be used for generating electricity at nuclear power plants.